Recently, I flew with a type of airline I have not flown with in quite some time. I flew with Airasia, a low-cost carrier from Singapore to Kuala Lumpur. Airasia is voted the world's best low-cost carrier by Skytrax, and I had always wanted to try out Airasia. However, does Airasia live up to expectations, and are they truly the world's best low-cost carrier? Watch this full flight review to the end to find out. Airasia uses Changi Airport's Terminal 4 in Singapore. This terminal is Changi's latest passenger terminal, and it clearly shows with everything looking fresh and spotlessly clean. Similar to other airlines operating from Terminal 4, Airasia uses automated backdrops with little in the way of counters. Overall, the system was easy to use and was intuitive. What sets Terminal 4 apart are the automated boarding gates, which is unique to Terminal 4. There were plenty of shops and eateries with quirky and interesting highlights. One example was a Peranakan street wall, which even had a light show display. I thought it was really cool and a great way to showcase Singapore's history. As you would expect from Changi, there were plenty of lounging areas and gardens. This gives the terminal a nice, relaxed and cozy feel. However, Changi has also tried to appeal to a younger audience and has recently added a playground in a transit area, which was pretty cool. And I think this is really unique as well. Check this out. You can also use the slide to get down there. Overall, while Changi Airport's Terminal 4 may not be the largest, it is one of my favourite airport terminals in Changi, which in turn is one of the best airports in the world. After an on-time departure from Changi, we were soon in the air. Before I proceed with the video, do be sure to follow me on Instagram at AviationFlyer350 for updates of the latest channel activities, as well as some great aviation posts and plane spotting shots. A link will be in the description below. Also, if you like this video, do consider subscribing, as I would really appreciate your support. Do not forget to hit the bell icon so you're alerted of the latest plane spotting shots, aviation vlogs and flight reviews. Alright, back to the flight review. So now that we are in the air, let's start with a look at the cabin on Airasia's A320neo aircraft. As with any other A320, the cabin is laid out in a 3x3 configuration. Airasia offers two types of seats on board its A320neo aircraft. Standard seats, which were the ones that were fully black, had 28 inches of pitch and 17 inches in width. The seats themselves were leather but had no headrest. Despite the tight dimensions, the thin seat back meant that the legroom was actually pretty decent. I am 183 centimeters tall and had plenty of space for my legs. However, for those who really want extra legroom, Airasia does sell special hot seats. These seats are seats with red decals and feature an additional inch of pitch, as well as priority boarding. Airasia has 5 rows of these seats at the front, as well as 2 more rows in the middle, which double as emergency exit row seats. However, while the legroom was pretty good for a budget carrier, these seats were rather hard with little padding. The seats felt very upright with little lumbar support, giving me a slight backache. Also, as some feedback to Airasia, cabin cleanliness could really be improved as my seats on both my Airasia flights were rather dirty. Perhaps this is to be expected out of a low-cost carrier, or maybe I was fair in claiming that the seats were rather dirty. Do let me know if I'm right in the comments below. Having said that, the legroom, especially in standard seats, was actually above average. The seat recline was also pretty good. At your legs, there was a decent sized seat pocket which contained the literature pack. We'll have a look at that a little later on. It was large enough for a small water bottle and proved to be a good storage space. Above that sat a one-piece tray table, typical for an A320 aircraft. Above, there was an imaginary monitor screen for the static in-flight entertainment system. Of course, I'm just kidding. Lame jokes aside, let's have a look at the literature pack, which unfortunately was really worn out. We will also have a look at the menu. Obviously, do feel free to skip ahead. Fortunately, for those who are still furious at the lame joke I cracked earlier, Airasia does equip their A320neos with air vents. Yay! There is also a reading light, which I took footage of on my return flight. The service was where Airasia really shined. The crew were really friendly and eager to please passengers. They showed care towards customers and proactively offered customers a choice of food items available for purchase, of which there were many from the menu. What sets Airasia apart is that what is listed on the menu is indeed stocked in the galley, which is certainly not the case on all budget carriers. The prices were also really fair, and I thought food items were of really rather good value for money. On this flight, I had pre-ordered a meal during the booking process. Here's a look at the meal I was given on board. So this meal actually costs $4. It comes with the chicken itself, roasted chicken, black pepper sauce, as well as this bottle of mineral water. So it's pretty good value. Carrots, chicken. All in all, a much better meal than what Scoot will give you for sure. Having had a full meal, I then washed it down with some cloud juice. Overall, I thought that the meals and service on Airasia are excellent and set Airasia apart from the other low-cost carriers. The in-flight entertainment system consisted of looking out of the window or staring at a piece of black leather. Similar to Scoot, Airasia does offer streaming services to personal devices through onboard Wi-Fi. The system is called Rocky, and streaming services are free for all passengers to use. Internet services are chargeable though, which is to be expected. I gave it a shot on the return flight, though it did not seem to work, probably as the service was not available on this short 45-minute hop. And anyway, I passed the time on board meaningfully by staring out of the window and staring into the deep blue sky. The sky is truly such a wonderful place to be. So the A320neo has these two very small bathrooms at the back of the plane. It's the new Airbus cabin flex configuration, which gives you opportunity for 6 more seats. I have to say it's small, but it's pretty clean in here. Let's just have a look at the lavatory. Soon, we were coming into land at Kuala Lumpur International Airport. So what did I think of my flight so far with Airasia? While cabin cleanliness was rather poor, perhaps I was being too picky, and it did not really feel right to complain about that, knowing that Airasia gives more legroom compared with other budget airlines. Similar to them, Airasia does offer streaming services for in-flight entertainment, though I did not get an opportunity to use it. The meals on Airasia are certainly one of the best both in price, quantity and quality. What really sets Airasia apart is the crew and onboard service. For a budget airline, the crew are really customer-oriented and delivered exceptional service. They were really welcoming and friendly towards all passengers. Furthermore, while they were slightly reserved, they displayed care for customers, proactively offering items for purchase for any interested customers. Airasia also understands that flying budget is about increasing choice and flexibility for the customer, with no silly policies prohibiting people from choosing to bring their own food on board. Shame on you, Scoot. So, what is the aviation flyer's verdict? Should you avoid, consider, shortlist, or fly with Airasia? I would certainly not hesitate to go right ahead and fly Airasia. Flying budget can certainly be an enjoyable experience, and Airasia sets the standard amongst all the other budget airlines out there. Thanks for watching, and do consider subscribing for more great flight reviews, plane spotting content, and great aviation vlogs coming soon. Hitting the bell icon and subscribe button would go a long way in supporting me to making more of such great videos. Anyway, till we meet next time, as ever, wishing you and everyone clear skies ahead.